Well, it's cold up here in the mountains. We had a couple of unseasonably warm days, and then it plummeted back down to what it's supposed to be. And actually, I kind of like it. I don't mind the winter. It's just a different mindset, I guess. One of the things we do in the winter is kind of eat a little heavier because it is cold. Eddie likes to be outside and work outside, and so do I to a certain extent. So I enjoy making potatoes for breakfast. And generally I fry them, but from time to time I'll go ahead and make potato pancakes, which are so good. They're a little more labor intensive because you have to pull out the food processor, etc. But they're so good. We just have them plain. I'm kind of odd. I like them with a little bit of mayonnaise and salt on them. Eddie will either eat them plain or with eggs or sausage or something. You can also go ahead and do it Hanukkah style, Jewish style, with sour cream or applesauce on top, and it's also just so good. Anyway, these are very, very easy. I kind of do them over 2 days. I prepare the potatoes the night before and then fry them the next day. It seems to work best for me, but I'll show you how to do it, and you can decide how you want to do it. So thank you so much for watching, and let's get started. So here are my ingredients, which are basically what I had left over in my potato and onion bin. The three medium, small to medium russets, and 3 of these white potatoes. It really doesn't matter what type of potato you used. As I said, I used what I had. And here's half an onion I'm going to throw in. I also have some vinegar, or you can use lemon juice. I just throw a little bit of that into the mix after the potatoes are grated to keep them from turning black. I've gone ahead and chopped up my potatoes into quarters, basically so they fit into the food processor better. I leave the peel on. I try to leave the peel on everything as much as possible because peeling is just work. And it's all going to go through the food processor anyway, so what difference does it make? I'm going to start putting them through, and I'll show you the finished product in a few minutes. All right, so that made about 4½ cups of grated potatoes. In order to keep them from turning brown, I'm going to put some white vinegar in there. You can put any type of vinegar in there. You can also put lemon juice. The flavor, it does not affect the flavor, but it keeps the potatoes, the raw potatoes, from turning black. So I'm going to put maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons and mix it up. We also have the onion in here. And I'm just going to let it sit. It tends to give off some liquid, and I like to get as much liquid out of it as possible. So I'm just going to let this sit here for a while on the counter. And if there's any liquid, I'm going to pour it off, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator. Here it is next morning. It's daylight savings time. I just hate this spring forward. It's cold. And I should be happy that it's light, but it's just cold and I'm tired. So I'm glad I made these potato pancakes. Got them started last night because we're going to need all the reinforcement we can get this morning. Anyway, here's what it looks like. I poured off about 1/3 cup of liquid. I just left them in the bowl for about an hour. Poured off the liquid, then put them in one of these containers and put the shredded potatoes in the refrigerator. I'm going to add a little bit of flour to help the potato kind of hold together. I have 1/4 cup here, and I'm just going to put it in slowly and see where that gets us. So you can see the vinegar or lemon juice or whatever you put in the night before helps keep the potatoes nice and white. They don't turn black or brown or other colors, which make them really unappetizing. I put in about 1/8 cup. I think that's probably about enough just to hold them together when they go into the frying pan. I'm going to start the frying pan right now with some oil in it, and we'll start frying in a minute. Well, I have my oil in. It's a hot pan. We're going to start at 400 and see how that goes on the electric frying pan. I do like to hand form the little potato pancakes. I just take a small handful like this and just kind of squeeze it into a not too thick patty, like about like this, and then I put it right into the oil. Here's another one. I'm aiming for about 2 or 3 of these for Eddie and myself this morning. He sounded pretty happy about getting these for breakfast. He was a little worse for wear this morning when he got out of bed. It's cold and oh my God. Someday. All right. Make one and a half more. There's one more. I have a little bit left, so I'm going to make a mini one. I'm going to drain these on a platter with some paper towels and put them in the oven until I can go grab Eddie to have breakfast. We'll let those fry for a second. We'll flip them over. I have flipped them over. They're kind of unevenly done. I've noticed with the electric frying pan, it seems to depend on where the positioning of the food is in accordance to where the heat coils are, but it's certainly good enough, and I'll make sure the other side is fully browned. I think I'm just hungry and anxious to get these off the frying pan and onto my breakfast plate, but they'll still be fine. Here's my plate of potato pancakes for our breakfast this morning. I'm gonna, they're already sitting on paper towels, and I'm gonna take another paper towel or 2 on top to blot them. Then I'm going to put them in the oven and let them kind of stay there, stay warm, a low oven, 200 degrees, and until Eddie's ready to have breakfast. So here I am outside. It's about 40 degrees, but it's warming up with the sun. I was going to eat inside, but I thought, oh my goodness, it is so beautiful out. We'll just throw on an extra jacket and a hat and just have our potato pancakes outside and just enjoy this gorgeous Sunday. It's a beautiful morning, a little above 40 degrees, but we're pretty well protected here. So I suggested to Eddie that we have our breakfast outside. So you've had a couple bites, Eddie. What do you think?
Oh, they're real good. They're crunchy on the outside and they're tender in the middle, and they're just really good all around. Everything about them.
I see the cat is circling the wagons.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Well, maybe he'll get some later, but right now it's yours. Enjoy your morning, babe.
Everybody out there, enjoy your morning as well.
All right. Thank you so much for watching.